What he failed to tell you was, when you're on my time, I can reclaim it.
Hi, it's Barbara from the Black Light Lab, bringing light into the darkness. So, I want to talk about, this is my second job since I've had a Kundalini awakening, where I've been able, after a year of complete, total darkness, a lot of illnesses that I had prior to it were magnified, things that I didn't know, and so after battling some demons and learning to call on Christ each time something really dark is trying to get to me, I am winning the battle. So the previous job I had before this was working at a gym, and I had a woman that was my boss. She was not very nice, but I already saw her character, and but here's the thing. So when you already know what somebody is, I can see where they are hurting, and she's going through a lot with a divorce and everything, but so she's really unsatisfied in her life, and the position was difficult because I'd have to start at 4:30 a.m. I had to wake up at 2:50 in the morning. That's not doing it. That's not quality of life for nobody. And for the amount of money they were paying, it was chunk change. Yeah, wasn't worth it. And the other part was that I was forced to stand and stay in one place. I cannot stay in one place for too long. I need to. It just feels like you're chained and you need to break free. So I ended that. So now I am on my second job that I happened to get. So while I was quitting the other one, well, I wasn't going to quit it. I was going to keep it one day because it was a free gym membership, and I like everybody there. It's my regular gym that I go to. So when she started, somebody told me already that she was going to ask me to work more days, and I had already gotten a second gig. And so when she came in that day, she saw me on my phone, and I was texting. Yeah, I'm a 44-year-old adult woman. If it's a problem with me being on the phone, you can. She came in and she says, "Are you on your phone?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And
drive 0.6 miles. Then turn left on White Plains Road.
She proceeds again, doesn't even say hello or anything. You know what? I don't need to be coddled or anything, but here's the respect you just give to a human. At the end of the day, if you just give the respect to a human. Hi, how are you? No big deal. Okay. If it's a problem, you can pull me to the side later and make it a big, but whatever. So I already knew that this isn't the kind of place that I want to work for. The hours are horrendous. So when I went into, she wanted to see me at the end of my shift, and I went in, and I was like, "Thank you so much. I've had a great time working here, but I'm resigning." She's like, "Oh, by the way, I was gonna let you go today." Like, whatever, you needed me. Anyway, so now I have a new gig. I'm helping out a friend while I apply for other jobs. It's the middle of the summer. I believe that this second job that now it's a big deal. I'm happy actually that I can get up, go to work.
8.2 miles. Turn left on White Plains Road.
I'm getting my own paycheck. Might not be the greatest amount of money, but it's just energy, and it's money, and I have a little bit of it's my own. I feel okay. It's a big deal. So I am working right now as a delivery person for a cookie company. Not just any kind of cookies. It happens to be my favorite kind of cookie.
Turn left on White Plains Road.
So can you imagine a person who's going through... Oops. Sorry. imagine a person who had a Kundalini awakening, so all her bodily functions are out of whack, and I don't know if it's me manifesting weird things that are happening, but then I'm looking at my body type, and then I'm looking at my mother and my sister and my daughter, and I'm looking at the history of how I felt for the last whole years of my life. And so I'm satisfied to say, because I've gone to doctors and they can never find what's wrong with me. Never. Not one single doctor has ever found out what is wrong with me. So I'm tired of going to doctors to tell me, for another test, phantom things. I'm not taking no prescriptions. I'm not taking medicine. No. So I believe that I'm making too much estrogen, which estrogen then blocks your other bodily functions. So it's your thyroid, it affects your adrenals, your gallbladder, and yeah. So no more cookies, no more sugar. I'm hot, I'm sweating, but I don't want to turn on the AC because then you'll hear the air. So I'm a delivery girl.
0.8 miles.
Delivering
then
cookies
turn right on Brook
in New York City.
Boulevard.
It takes 21 days to create a new habit. All right, so here's how I look at it. I'm smelling these cookies. I'm getting desensitized. I'm in every freaking supermarket throughout New York City. So I'm also like practicing my muscles of not, I can't even think right now because I'm doing two things at once, of not overeating and staying on a healthy diet plan because of my insulin resistance and my thyroid and my adrenals and estrogen, yada yada yada. So I gotta narrow everything down. So right now I'm like cutting out all sugar, no fruit, nothing. I'm eating a lot of protein. I was eating some cauliflower, then they said, I was eating a few. I'm just trying to be able to fast in between, and that's why I keep also the windows open, because I get hot, and this way I'm not hungry, I'm thirsty instead. So just cutting everything out so that I can figure out exactly what is affecting my health, cutting back on caffeine. I'm drinking some matcha, but it's really a challenge, but I'm determined to figure it out, not only for myself,
8.2 miles.
but for my
Turn
family.
right on
My
Brook
sister is going,
Boulevard.
she's
Then take left
going
ahead.
through something similar. So is my daughter, maybe some other person out there is going through this. And now I don't base it on ascension symptoms. I thought it was ascension symptoms. Now I'm like, it's not. That ended. The DNA upgrades, everything that ended. So I'm a delivery person, but I don't look like one. So I get looks from people like, first of all, I'm in Spanish area, so I speak Spanish, but I speak it like a white gringa. And so everybody's like, the men are looking at me like, how are you a delivery person? The women are looking at me like, how are you a delivery person? The Spanish women are like,
Turn right on Brook Boulevard.
it's mind-boggling
Then take left ahead.
that I'm overqualified either way. Like, I'm overqualified for high standards and the lower standard, people. Like, I don't get it. Like, I guess because I'm so woke, I see everybody just as human and as, loving souls on a journey. And everybody's like giving me, like, classifying me in a box. I had some Italian meat guy here in the Bronx. It's like, fucking check me out. I'm like, yeah, you never seen a delivery woman? He smirked. Like, But I'm happy with this job because it's giving me like freedom to be first of all, I'm by myself, so I don't have to deal with anybody, just, customers here and there when I drop off the boxes. And I'm on the go and I'm moving, and I'm at my own pace, and it's fantastic. And I just think that 21 days to create a habit. I don't think I'm going to be here for this long at this job, but I'm going to take you all on this journey, and you're all going to find out.
Take ramp on left to I-278.
So, living with this Kundalini, I don't have any magic powers. My intuition's my magic powers. And I just get excited now when one thing ends. So I'm like, what's next? I get happy. That job at the gym sucked, and I was like, yes. What's next? I got to go out one weekend, last weekend, and it was great. Like, I felt happy just being.
Drive 3 miles, then keep left onto I-278 West.
When you've been in complete darkness for a year, where you almost were losing hope for your life, and the capacity to live, you'll start appreciating the littlest things, like becoming a cookie delivery girl, So I'm gonna bring you more vlogs, daily vlogs maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I just finished an editing course, and I haven't wanted to make a video or really edit, and now my will to live and to create is coming back, and that takes time. So, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So enjoy where you are, and it's only gonna get better. Take it from me. I had demons wanting me to kill myself, and I won. I'm happy. I won. I'm not in the clear yet completely, but I can't wait for the next chapter and the next story I get to tell you guys. So anyway, it's Barbara from the Blacklight Lab, bringing light into darkness. Thank you so much for following me and liking and subscribing, and I just hope that I can inspire some people, my little New York City girl inspiration. Okay. So today on the Blacklight Lab, I had to speak to a deli manager. I had to, when you go into the stores, you ask for, either the front end manager or the deli manager, so you can let them know that you arrived and that you're here to service them and give them their order. And when I asked for the deli manager to the guy cutting cold cuts in the back, I said, "Is the deli manager here?" He goes, "Yes." And then doesn't respond. "Oh, are you the deli manager?" And he almost like got a little taken aback, gets offended, because to my point, what the quantum fields I was reading back to you, it's like, so yesterday I was saying that people can't believe I'm a delivery person, and I just did the same thing to him and couldn't believe that he was the deli manager, because he wasn't either old or young. I mean, not young, but I mean like maybe Spanish or white. He was like Vietnamese or something. But that wasn't it. It was the way he answered. But the way he took it was that probably because he didn't look it. See? So that's what that happened today. And then my boss gave me a listing, and then he reversed the numbers, and he said it to me out loud, and then he texted me the list, but I skimmed through it, so I didn't read it fully. So when he's like, "I thought this was the last stop you're making," I'm like, "No, we got it, misunderstanding. No big deal." So my last stop, I had to go to a parking spot, and I read all the signs. I have to really read the signs because I am, what's the word I'm looking for? I am responsible for the truck getting any tickets or anything. So I'm really diligent about reading the signs and everything. And so, with not reading the last text message, I kind of skimmed through. This time I read everything, make sure I'm not going to get a ticket. And then some guy comes up to me after I'm like setting up to head into the store, who didn't read the signs and was asking me if it was okay to park there. And then I was like, well, if you read the signs, it says Monday, not today, Saturday. And he's like, oh, so that's how quickly your quantum field is going to read back to you. So at all day, like it's learning. So people are reflecting back to you, your experiences. So for you not to judge them, and you not to judge yourself, and to go easy on yourself, because at the end of the day, we're doing the best that we can. So don't get mad at yourself. Yeah, that was, it's, the field is really, the quantum field right now is, once you've like cleared a lot of your darkness within you, and you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you can tell. So all the things that people would say, just listen to your intuition, to your gut, that didn't, I tried to do a few months ago, it didn't resonate and hit with me until now. Now it's really like kicking in. But that's not because I had to go through a year of darkness and a year of clearing in order for me to get to this level. So don't give up. Just keep going and follow your bliss.